how have you worked on creating an identity for yourself?
The two specific strengths that I have, which I continue to nurture, are listening. I love to listen, and I really enjoy just giving my everything to be there, present, when somebody is sharing their ideas or their thoughts or something they are struggling with. And as a coach, that helps you. And I'm sure you understand this perfectly well, Sripriya. The second thing which has helped me is I'm usually calm during a storm. And that's something I've heard from several team members or leaders in my feedback, that is one thing. So these two parts have helped me create a brand for myself. And sometimes talking a lot or showing a lot of, I would say a negative sort of passion where, something's going wrong and you're flustered can be stereotyped as leadership behaviors. And that becomes a norm. And one thing I strive to do, and I hope our listeners and people who can relate to this, all genders, right, can understand that some of the things that you have, like warmth, like ability to listen, to be quiet when you need to be quiet, to speak when you have to speak, and to be calm through some of those challenges and think about what are practical ways to solve something, does not get as much of praise as the opposite of it, which are stereotypically taught as leadership qualities. And I'm trying to create this brand, and I see my team members also sometimes emulate it because, people who follow you usually try to emulate what you do. And I'm trying to see how we can break some of these stereotypes. And that usually helps people to see a different kind of leadership. And I do believe that leadership is all about having followers, not necessarily because they report on you, but they believe in what you do. And that happens only when you have some of these specific characteristics, which are not highly proclaimed as leadership qualities. But I have seen that it's changing in our industry. There is more focus on empathy. There is more focus on listening. There's a lot of focus on voice. And I know that we are breaking those stereotypes already. And I think not going with the trends or not going with what is popular, but sticking to your authentic self, regardless of how your roles change and how you go up in your positional power, is something that everybody should focus on. And I have found success in that.
Wonderful.